Hi everyone, I'm with the Medicine Hat Interpretive Program. We're managed by Grasslands Naturalists and we bring you quality programming all year long. So next time you're taking a walk, either here in Police Point Park or one of the other natural areas in the city, take a look around at some of the shrubs. I bet you see berries on many of them, especially this time of the year. It's the time of the year for the berries. Now berries serve a dual purpose. They're very important in the plant's life cycle, but they also provide a critical food source for lots of our wildlife. Now inside a typical berry, of course, is the seed, which is going to become the next generation of shrub. And this is important to the plant, of course, but the neat thing about berries is that they're a readily available food source for animals and birds. So this is great for things like deer and robins, but what does this do for the plant? Well, plants can't move. We pretty much know this, but they do want to disperse their seeds to another location to maintain a potential for genetic diversity. So plants have evolved this method of producing berries to get their seeds to a new location. The berries are very attractive to animals. The animals, they come and they eat the berry, and the meaty part or the fruity part of the berry is easily digested as a food by the animal. But the stone or the seed inside the berry is not digested. When the animal has moved to another location, the seed or stone is deposited with the animal's scat. And there the plant has moved its seed to a new spot. And it even comes out with some fertilizer and it's ready to grow. Now, animals have evolved ways to take advantage of this ready and reliable food source. One bird that we're getting lots of calls about here at the Nature Center right now, the cedar waxwing, nests here during the summer, but it actually waits to nest. It delays nesting until later in the summer when there's a good source of berries available to feed its young. Other animals will switch their diets to berries in the fall. So good examples of this are things like bears or robins. And the reason why they do that is because berries are more abundant in the fall than the foods that they've been eating earlier in the year. And it's a great way for them to put on a lot of fat deposits. For the bears, for instance, they're using that to get them through their winter sleep. And for the robins, they need the fat deposits to get through fall migration. Now there's a couple important points about berries. First of all, unfortunately, we're not allowed to pick berries in any of the city parks or natural areas. Sorry folks, but the berries need to stay here for the wildlife and the plants. The other thing about berries is not all berries are edible. We have a couple of species here in Medicine Hat. One is the chokecherry, like the shrub right here next to me, and also the buckthorn that produce very similar looking berries. They're almost identical. But only one of them is edible, and that's the chokecherry. So whenever you're picking any wild plant to eat, be very certain of what you have before you consume that plant. Now, if you found an appropriate area to pick berries and you're sure about the berry that you're picking, then go for it. The First Nations people have used berries extensively as a food source, and today we use berries to make things like jams or syrup or pies, even wine. So if you want to know more about berries or anything else natural, give us a call on the Nature Line at 403-529-6225, or better yet, come down and visit us here at the Nature Center. We'd love to see you. I'm Marty Drutt, and I hope you enjoy those berries.